What I got after this trade was Kenny Clark sucks. Kenny Clark is washed. Look at his Pro Football Focus grade. And the first thing I did when they traded for him is I Googled his name, and I'm like, oh, numbers way down last year. Like, not really sacking the quarterback, all that. Let's go look. Go look at him. And so I turned on tape of Kenny Clark from last year, and the first good offensive line I saw is the one that I clicked. So I watched the Detroit Lions game late in the year, and then I was like, all right, well, they still have a good O-line in the beginning of the year. Let's watch them there too. I should have watched Philly too, but I watched Detroit twice. Kenny Clark's not washed. Healthy Kenny Clark, because also Kenny Clark jacked up a toe and had a bunion because of the game they played on terrible turf in Brazil in the preseason. Kenny Clark had to have surgery on his foot after last year, and he played all 17. So,
I got bunions, so I know.
You have bunions?
Got two.
That's nasty. I guess it's not nasty. It's just a thing. It
thing.
Seems nasty.
No, it's not nasty.
It's on your feet.
Yeah, but it's just a thing.
I don't want stuff on my feet.
It's just a thing. It's like extra balance.
So I'm going to do this. This is kind of Brian Broaddus style in my mind, because he will, like, you'll say the name of a player, and you can see him just pull up a screen, and he just starts reading words.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm going to do. This is a Kenny Clark scouting report, according to me, from last night. Miss me with the wash stuff. 2 plays against Detroit to say that's not true. Dominant, too strong of a word for him, but he's still a solid NFL starter, full-size defensive tackle, but moves like a 285-pound guy, has an understanding of the leverage game. He's not going to be bullied. He's also not going to necessarily do the bullying. Plays hard as hell, plays a ton of snaps, incredibly active and accurate with hands, does stuff right, fires off the ball, plays low, awareness of where ball is. I see more of the 3 technique traits than the 1 when it comes to getting doubled. He can get moved a little bit, but not like the guys we watched in the preseason getting dog walked 6 yards. He will stay active and stay involved and keep working to the play. More spry and quickness than just kick your butt. You will love his motor. He never stops playing despite the fact that he was banged up, doesn't overwhelm with power, but holds ground pretty well, stays extended, works to the right place, has the agility, dips a shoulder, tries to win on a rush, and even if he's past it, has the flexibility and core strength to be able to pivot, turn, keep getting where he's going. He's a good player. Kenny Clark's a good player.
Yeah.
Kenny Clark and Osa can be a good duo. Dominant? No. And what they're selling you? Also no. I don't think run defense is the best part of Kenny Clark's game. I think he's a better activity, disruption, penetration player than double team me if you want to. I ain't moving. Like, that's not really his game. If you care about these things, everything you find about Kenny Clark is also ideal teammate. Dog. Versatility. Green Bay drafted him. Let me see if I can get the order right. I believe they drafted him to be a 1 technique, made him a defensive end after that for a while, then a 3 technique, and then back to 1 technique. Like, he plays everywhere. But I think he's kind of an athletic, oversized 3 technique that's going to play nose tackle here, which is just, if you don't know these things, defensive tackles, there's numbers on them based on where they line up. 1 technique is between a center and a guard, so he's probably going to have to deal with 600 pounds a person.
Mm-hmm.
3 technique is lined up over the other guard or just outside him, and probably, well, you never know what a team's going to do when they're blocking, but you're setting yourself up to have to be the big dog if you're in the 1 technique, and that's where he will play because they're going to play him and Osa together. He's a good player. He's not a better player than Micah Parsons. He's not going to do more for this defense than Micah Parsons. But if I could just dismiss how much I think the trade is foolish and just talk about, hey, you did have a really big need at this position, I think you filled it pretty well at that spot. Kenny Clark's a good player that will be here, in theory, for 3 years. He's hitting 30.
Yep.
Getting older. He had a foot surgery that he's coming off of, but if he's healthy, I think he'll be an even better player than he was a year ago. Plays hard. He's a good player.